You're listening to Civic Media. You can tune into any of our live shows on any radio station across the state with the Civic Media app. Find us in your phone's app store and listen anytime, anywhere.
What's up, Wisconsin? This is Raised in Wisco. I'm your host, Joel Clayfish, sitting alongside the ride or die.
Yeah.
The hostess with the mostest. The traveling companion, riding shotgun. You know what? You literally have ridden shotgun with me. You have sat in the shotgun seat with... I guess not holding a shotgun at the time, but like with a shotgun nearby on the way hunting. You have ridden shotgun with me.
Look at me go.
You should write a book about that story.
I feel like we should. That would not be a bad thing.
My name's Joel Clayfish. I have the honor of hosting Raised in Wisco, your one-stop shop in the great state of Wisconsin for everything about the great outdoors, everything what to do with everything from the great outdoors, from what you forage, what you hunt, what you fish. How to put it on your table is such an important part of the show. Not only do I get to be flanked by the one and only Danielle Fairman of world famous social media fame. Of nose
look at
rings.
Me go. I'm just winning this
tattoos.
episode. Wow. Tattoos, yes. I need more.
I think you have so many, they're like tat-threes.
I have.
Dad joke.
Check one.
And we do. Sorry. It's going to happen. It's bound to happen. Dad jokes are going to happen.
It is going to happen.
Ellie Lawton is a classically trained French chef, a French culinarian, the cheferie of Raised in Wisco.
Look at me go.
Look at you go.
We're all going everywhere tonight.
And
Yes.
I think
Yes, we
Danielle, Jess, I think we have her fooled at this point. I don't think she understands that we are here just to absorb all of the study, the training,
Ellie, you
the
put
practice.
money into getting trained for this. We're just getting it for free from you.
Yes,
That's
so thank
right.
you.
Does that mean like the stuff that I cook and feed you guys?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's included. That for sure, which is amazing, by the way. But we get to glom that information in a way that we can use it in an everyday way to take the most amazing things from the field to the table. Now, I saved the specialist guest who is actually just a part of the show for last. Jess P.S. from the Civic Media family has been our producer for more than a year. I'm thrilled to say Raised in Wisco has been on almost 2 years now. Ooh. You've welcomed us into your homes, into your automobiles, driving down the road.
That was fancy.
Well, I actually I pulled it from the movie 16 Candles, but if you don't know...
That makes it a little bit less classy.
Yeah, well, that's the funny part of it. But we're nothing on Raised in Wisco if not all class.
Yes.
Mr. Carter, you're like school in the summertime. No class.
The last 3 letters of that we certainly
Danielle,
have.
are you ready to take over?
You know, it's all right.
Joel may need a break.
Jess P.S., producer, as you've come to know her on the Raised in Wisco show, Jess P.S. is our producer. She resides in the Fishbowl, where she runs the joint and keeps us on track.
I do my best.
You do your best.
You do
appreciate
a
that.
good job.
A fantastic job. We wouldn't be the show we are without Jess. We're going to go down memory lane today because this is Jess's last Raised in Wisco production. This is a Raised in Wisco production.
We had a little party, though.
Yes, we
Jess,
did.
yeah, we started the party out with some wild game. We had wild goose pot pie. We
The
had
world
Well,
famous
actually, I
Joel
started
Clayfish
with
goose pot pie.
an Ellie Lawton Smoller cookie, which is just
You
a
always
magical
start with
experience.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then goose pot pie and
Starting
an
with dessert is the way to do it.
incredible green bean casserole from Danielle.
Yes,
Yeah.
we sure do know how
A
to
Raised
eat
in
on
Wisco
Raised in
meal.
Wisco.
Yum, the feast.
And I have to say, first of all, the green bean casserole was fantastic because those damn crunchy onions that you put on the
so
top of
good.
it, I
Yum,
can't
yum,
even
yum,
stand it. They're so good. And I'm not really a cookie guy. I got to be honest. I'm not a
have not had
huge
your
cookie
cookies yet.
guy.
These cookies.
Ellie Lawton's cookies are like if Nirvana mixed with heaven and manna fell from the sky and you mixed in a little bit of like butter.
A lot of butter.
Look at me. Wow.
Those things,
Right to Nirvana. Wow.
those things were unbelievable. Like they're fluffy yet chewy with a little crispy. Oh,
I don't
my
think you
God.
can ever top your caramel apple pie.
Ooh.
Like that was the greatest
That's
dessert
so good.
I have ever had.
all right.
I still think about it.
Okay, well, I'm going to be calling my doctor after the show, having him up my insulin. Yes, fantastic.
I put insulin in the cookies.
Did you?
So you're good. Along with some other
That's
medicinal
not how that
needs.
should be administered, Ellie.
Perfect. Well, if
Oh, that's
Danielle,
not right.
if Danielle goes more off the rails than normal, we'll know what else you put in the cookies. Although that's possible for you stone sober. So.
Yes. And I love this mug. On my off days, I'm a unicorn, so I feel like that
That's
goes with
me.
it perfectly. Her mug says on my off.
Her
On my
mom
day
says,
off,
I'm a unicorn.
I think it
That's
would fit
believable, right, you
for
guys?
Ellie Lawton if it said on my day off I'm a unicorn or on my off days I'm a unicorn. Either one works. Jess, let's get to the meat of it. Let's do our weekly Wiscos right off the bat because today is going to be kind of a reminiscing show about Jess's time with Raised in Wisco. And we've got, you wouldn't think that just somebody, the producer, and just kind of let me lay it out for you just a little bit. The producer of a show, usually when they work for a media conglomerate or company, they're producing for several shows, right? So we interact with her once a week, right? So you'd think, well, over the time of a year and a half or so, we're interacting with her just in the studio while she's in the studio and we're doing our thing we're in the studio, she's in the producing box, we're doing our thing, and you wouldn't realize how close you can get to somebody or the exchange of personalities and the exchange of actual true friendship that can build over time in a relationship like that. We're going to get into a little bit of that today because we're going to go through some of the changes, some perceptions. We're going to even talk about things so deep as like getting along with people you disagree with. We're going to talk about stuff like that. I mean, we're going to talk about, hey, look, we just had
It's a
an
beautiful
incredibly important, massive Supreme Court race, Superintendent of Public Schools race. And to be honest, this Saturday, we're only a few days out from that. And I think one of the messages I want to talk about is kind of how we as a state and we as a people really do have to kind of heal after those moments. We were bombarded so much by both sides of everything leading up to this past election that you come out of it thinking like nobody's good. I mean, you just think that everybody's a piece of crap by the end of those, by the time those elections come. And so we're going to talk about kind of how it's not fair to waste time dealing with that. And we're going to get into all that, but let's do our weekly Wiscos. I'm going to go first because I was so excited.
Ooh, can I guess it?
Yeah, let's hear
Did
it.
you go turkey scouting?
Oh, whoa, what a surprise. Danielle's being a smartass. Okay. Yes, of course I went turkey scouting, but that's not my weekly Wisco, Danielle.
What is your weekly Wisco?
My weekly Wisco is that I don't think people realize how many different species of ducks and waterfowl move through Wisconsin.
Yeah,
I think
I can believe
most people think like mallards, right? You think of a mallard duck when you think of a duck. Well, I was turning the corner, went to pick up some Triple J Outfitters shirts, and I was turning a corner, and there was this little retention pond right next to Highway 16, and was the most beautiful plumed out black and white buffleheads were in it. In this little
They're
tiny
gorgeous.
pond. I think they are just underestimated for their beauty. They are absolutely beautiful. They have this big fanned out plumage on their head of white and black. And I stopped and actually got some pictures of them. There was a little couple nesting there, or at least on their way through to somewhere else. We're hanging out with each other, and they were just hanging out. They were holding hands. They were holding
They were holding hands.
holding wings.
They were holding hands?
They had their
Wow.
wings extended to each
Oh,
other.
that is so duck and cute.
They were. Oh,
There it is.
wow. No, I think
Ellie.
you know what's funny is
That's okay, right, Jeff?
I saw him diving and eating algae at a pretty fancy restaurant in the Reeds while they were
Oh, yeah?
They were doing Lady in the Tramp?
That's right, and they were Lady in the Tramping some algae and a various
How romantic.
amoeba species. It was very romantic and
what a dining experience.
And you know what's crazy is when they asked for the check, one of them said, "Just put it on my bill."
Oh my God.
That joke was foul.
Really?
Wow.
What do you?
Joe had to have rehearsed all this good stuff tonight.
I did not.
This is so good. It definitely was rehearsed.
I promise you, it was not rehearsed.
Of course, it
Just out of
wasn't.
wing.
Well, you guys should.
Oh, Jess, I got that.
I was just winging it. Look at that. She's in on it too.
Oh my goodness.
I'll just sit back and listen.
Oh, the tangled web feet we weave.
You guys are really quacking me up.
Bandit, let's go. Come on, Danielle, you got to get on the board.
Oh,
Those cookies
Danielle.
are really kicking in.
Oh my gosh, that's my weekly Wisco, and we're not even going to get through
Spying
them all.
on ducks at a restaurant.
Creep. No, I wasn't at a restaurant, Danielle.
Well, the ducks are at the restaurant.
Oh my gosh.
All
My
right,
stomach
everyone.
hurts.
Okay,
You guys are molting.
We're gonna oh, goodness.
And I'm sweating. I'm literally sweating.
Danielle, what did you do this week?
weekly Wisco. I went to go play with all the ticks. Because the ticks
Really?
are crazy right now.
Yes,
Ben
they're
and I have been
horrible.
out shed hunting. So shed hunting is for when the deer drop their antlers. You go out in the woods, like a little Easter egg hunt.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
And I never find any except for ticks.
Wait a minute.
pulled,
You've
like-
never found a shed while you've been shed hunting?
I have never found a shed while shed hunting.
Wow.
I haven't either. So how about that?
Look at us.
I've never found a nope, no high fives. Don't do the high fives. I'll foot five you.
Foot five.
Yep, boom. There you go. So
I have never.
So if we end up with matching foot warts, we know why.
Ew.
Oh, let me be clear. We're not sitting in the studio without shoes on. For those of you out there who think we are.
I
we're
took
gonna
my
have
shoes
to-
off.
We're gonna, oh, yeah. You got
wearing
sandals on
Crocs.
already? Oh, Crocs are not
Crocs with
shoes or
socks.
boots. I'll tell you that. We have a great show. I'm really excited to talk to producer Jess about her experiences here, what it's meant to us, what it's meant to her. We got more Raised in Wiscos, and of course, we got our eating segment, which is always my favorite. This is Raised in Wisco.
You're listening to Civic Media. Stay up to date on the latest news and information for your local community and Wisconsin by signing up for our free email newsletter. Visit civicmedia.us/email to get started.
Raised in Wisco will rock you, I'll tell you that. My name's Joel Clayfish. That's Danielle Fairman, Ellie Lawton, the cheferie of the show, and in the fishbowl, producer Jess. Danielle,
Joel.
we love having them along, don't we? People are
Absolutely
talking to
we
us
do.
about the show. We're getting a lot of great feedback. Don't be afraid to let us know what you love, what you want to hear more of. We talk about the great outdoors of Wisconsin, what to do in the outdoors. We laugh our rear ends off, too.
We sure
really do. But you know what? If you can, I have a theory. if you can't laugh at yourself, you shouldn't be laughing at anybody else.
Correct.
Yes,
because
true.
I laugh at myself all the time.
And it's not coincidental that some of the best comedians are self-deprecating individuals. And we don't mind laughing at ourselves here on Raised in Wisco. We're throughout the state on 21 stations on the Civic Media Network, which is growing and grown throughout the state. We hear from folks listening to the show as far away as Minocqua and Wausau and Racine, Kenosha, Green Bay. It's really fantastic. We love having you along. Saturdays at 11 o'clock, you can listen to Raised in Wisco on any Civic Media station. And if you miss it, you can catch the podcast of the show on so many places. Tell them where, Danielle.
You can catch us on so many places. Go to civicmedia.us, search for Raised in Wisco. Find us on Facebook and give us a like, as well as YouTube. And then in your vehicle, you can follow us on Spotify and Apple.
Planes, trains, automobiles.
Oh, my.
Okay, we're
Back on the track, everyone.
we're not only mixing metaphors now, we're mixing movies. And so that was Planes,
nice.
Trains, Automobiles, and The Wizard of Oz together.
You're
And
welcome.
some other tertiary
Welcome to our
reference.
movie.
We got halfway through the weekly Wisco, so let's get back on track. We got 2 of those to go. Ellie Lawton, what do you got? What did you do this week?
Let's see. Well, kind of like you, Joel, every week now I just say hiking because I've been hiking a lot. But hiking for me means shed hunting too. But this week I actually put away some of my hunting stuff and cleaned it and organized it.
You mean
Yeah.
your fall hunting stuff,
Fall
not
hunting.
your
I was like,
spring
it's
turkey
been-
hunting
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, right.
Okay.
Of course. That I just
wanna
don't
be
put away.
clear about that.
Yeah.
You know what?
It felt good to put some things away and kind of fold some clothes
Oh,
and
look at you.
organize the basement
once
a little
year you
bit.
fold your clothes.
Nice.
Well, the hunting stuff,
All right,
Danielle.
everybody.
Come on.
Ellie Lawton's weekly Wisco is that she was folding clothes.
You guys are
Wisconsin.
so
Someone's
mean.
got to do it. Someone's got to do it.
It was organizing my hunting gear because you should take
look,
very good care of it.
I agree.
And I have a lot of stuff, you
I'm
guys.
missing a really nice
believe
brand new
that.
pair of Vortex
Well,
binoculars,
maybe if you
and
folded
I
your
can't
stuff
find
once
them.
in a while, you would find it.
I opened the bed of my truck the other day, and there was all of my turkey hunting gear right where I left it the
Well, it's
last time
ready.
I turkey hunted.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
Danielle, I think that when I went with you was one of the last times we went.
There
Most
was
epic
turkey
hunt
blood in there,
ever
though.
in the world. Well, I'm sure there was turkey blood in there.
Maybe your
at some
weekly
point.
Wisco next week should be cleaning your stuff up.
Yeah, then our weekly Wiscos can be as interesting as yours.
It's important
Want
to
me to
take
grab that
care of
knife
your
out of your
gear.
Jess, what do you got?
Hey, not
Did you
all
do
of ours
anything?
was watching a duck in a pond. And quacking about it for
watching
10 minutes.
Some ducks on a very romantic date.
That's right.
My weekly Wisco, I bought a leftover turkey tag.
Yeah, you
That's
did.
the best one.
I'm so excited.
Oh, boy.
I'm going to be ready to get a spring turkey.
Oh, we're getting into that whole
Oh, yeah.
take Jess turkey hunting. We're going to be talking about that. We're going to talk about the origins of how you got there.
And also,
Oh. Yes.
Yes.
I saw some really, really beautiful sunsets.
Oh,
that's
nice.
good.
Wow, that's awesome. Listen, if you think that if you're driving around the state right now, keep your eyes to the air because I'm telling you, the species. Well, okay,
Maybe on the road
okay, all right, let me back up a minute.
There for a minute. Just relax.
Let me rephrase that.
Why would you
Do
look
not
up?
keep your eyes to the air if you're driving.
I don't think I ever want to drive near you again.
If you're driving around, pull to a safe place and watch the skies because you can see in the skies right now a lot of species that do not spend much time here but are moving through. You will frequently see snow geese.
Yes.
You will
seen 'em.
frequently
Hear
see
those specks.
speckle bellies. I saw so many in the last couple of weeks. I've seen so many swans.
Does it not
on
seem like
little
more than
bodies of-
normal?
It seems like more than normal.
Yeah, the ducks too, though.
I saw swans, a pair of nesting swans in a flooded cornfield in Sullivan, Wisconsin.
Well, at least he was looking down at the road.
Oh my gosh, I'm never going to live that one down. There are certain things I say that I just can't put back.
Got me girth.
I'm worried about you while you're
girth.
driving. Should you be driving?
Well, I'll only drive after dark because you can't see things flying. How's that?
Oh. Okay, I'll stay home.
So when Jess and I first met was more than a year ago, and she was going to be taking over the show. So I hope you're all right with some tough questions, Jess, tonight.
I'm prepared.
Ooh, tough questions.
Let's do
you
some tough
always have
questions.
tough questions.
Well, I was an investigative reporter for 10 years, so that kind of
stuck with it. I see.
probably
Good.
everything I needed to learn in life. I learned in TV news. That's kind of a theory I have about it. I'm going to ask you, Jess, when you first met Danielle and me, what did you think of us? What was your first impression?
My first impression.
Yeah, what was your
no,
Okay.
I hate this question.
Let me. I'm going to back this up. I'm going to back this up.
Let me just say.
First of all,
okay.
I want to know what your preconceived notions were.
Okay, that's
What did
different.
you think of us before you met us?
Okay, so in all honesty, I had been told that you, especially you, Joel, that you were politically conservative, and that's not untrue.
That's not untrue.
And Danielle, I had not been told a whole lot about you, except
Oh.
that you had a delightful dog named Bandit.
I'm so happy.
One of the only things I knew about you coming in was that you were the co-host of the show
Nice.
and that you were Bandit's mom.
I like it.
And Bandit's
So-
joining
My
us
day is
today.
made.
Okay. Well, I think that's...
So coming into it, I had a preconceived notion that the show was pretty much exclusively about hunting and fishing,
Okay.
and that, there was a conservative bent to it. So I was coming in from a place of some preconceived notions, and I have to say, the first time that I met you, it all began to evaporate.
That fast.
The first day that I met you, and I look forward to revisiting that with you.
Oh, well, we're going to talk about that for sure. I think what strikes me about hearing you say that is my faith in humanity, in that we all have preconceived notions about hunting, fishing, about people, about what someone believes or doesn't believe. And I think our example, and the example we try to bring you on this show, is that set those preconceived notions aside, because there's a commonality in the outdoors of Wisconsin that is absolutely for everybody. This is Raised in Wisco.
It stopped raining in my head today. I finally feel like myself again. Redemption's here at last. That's where it all began. In the place where God and the devil shake hands.
Hey, this is Raised in Wisco, your one-stop shop for the great outdoors of Wisconsin. How to do it, how to use it, how to bring what you find while you're out there and put it on your dinner table and eat it,
Delicious.
because food's
the
my
end.
favorite dish.
There we go.
And at the end of the day, Raised in Wisco is
Cooking show.
a cooking show, which is why we dedicate an entire segment of the show every week with the fame-acclaimed cheferie French culinarian Ellie Lawton, who's, but you know what we found out along the way?
That she
Jess,
has a really
producer
cool
Jess?
mitt to use now?
What did we find out?
Well, she did find out along the way, and I want to talk about that for a second too. We found out that she's actually good on the radio too. So, so that's a bonus. And I figured, hey, like,
Look at you go.
2 women beating up on me just isn't enough. So why not 3?
You're welcome.
Which brings me to a very sad point, and that is that this is producer Jess's last show
very sad.
for Raised in Wisco. She's
As producer.
as producer.
Yes.
She is going to be on as a guest because we are now friends.
Yes.
Whether you like it or not, Jess. my apologies if that. But we do want to just give a second here to welcome Jacob. Jacob is going to be our new
Hi, Jacob.
producer, and he's standing by with Jess inside the fishbowl this week, learning the ropes, and we're excited to have him with us. And we hope you're getting a little bit of a feel as to how zany we get here on Raised in
Well,
Wisco.
we'll know if he comes back tomorrow, right?
We'll know if he's here next week. That's a fact. But I want to get back to what we were talking about a little bit with Jess, which is we had preconceived notions about each other before we met. And I want to go back to you,
well,
Jess.
you had preconceived notions about me, huh?
No, I mean, I would say only in that I assumed maybe politically, philosophically, we didn't share exactly the same place.
Sure.
But, you know, in the life that I've lived, I've learned long ago that I don't choose friends based on political philosophies, nor do I hold that against anybody. Opinions are opinions. What makes this country one of the greatest on earth is that we literally allow our beliefs to dictate who represents us in our government. And there are flaws in that system, don't get me wrong. But for the most part, that's
It's the worst system that there is, except for everything else.
that's right. That's right. So when we first met, you were talking about how you had maybe some preconceived notions about me that kind of started to dissolve, which I have to tell you makes me very happy to hear, because I do very much, and this show is very much about having everybody who listens understand that the outdoors of Wisconsin are for them and about them. But you said, yes, you were interested to talk about that. So I'm interested to hear more about that.
Well, the first day that I worked with you, I was, a little bit nervous. It was a new job. It was my second day, doing this work. And I had a couple preconceived notions about maybe we might have some philosophical differences that might get in the way of us working together. And then, Joel, you and Danielle came into the studio full of smiles and warmth and bandit.
I really feel like the Switzerland of the situation was Bandit.
And just, you shook my hand. You asked me questions about myself. You didn't push me about politics at all. You didn't ask any questions about politics. You asked me about questions about me as a person. You shared information about yourselves as people. And in that first episode, you asked me if I would ever be interested in going hunting or fishing.
Was that really? Did I?
And
Right
on the
away, right
first-
off the gun.
Ooh.
You didn't
Sounds
phrase
about
it
right.
in any way like you have to do this. We expect you to do this.
Right,
It was just
right.
sort of a, hey, do you actually have any interest in that? Would you like to try it? Do you want to learn more about it? And that welcoming nature just drew me right in and showed me that, yeah, I did have some preconceived biases that I needed to acknowledge and then set aside.
Wow.
I like that.
That gives me the
pretty
warm
nice.
fuzzies. I'll be honest with you. I think the less look, I have been, and for those of you who know me from the show, you may not know my previous life. I was an elected state representative, member of the Republican Party, elected state representative, very conservative. And I have to say, when I first started off doing that, I was a very kind of hardline person, and I realized through my time in the legislature and representing people of all political stripes and philosophies, you get that the cliches have a lot of truth to them. A lot of cliches have a lot of truth. And one is that you catch more bees with honey than you do with vinegar. And I will tell you, you can have those fights with people who are like-minded or who may use the outdoors of the great state of Wisconsin for kayaking, and may never pick up a gun in their life. And you may have somebody who hunts and is never going to sit down in a sideways banana in their life. Okay.
Now, who would that be?
But
Weird. No
they
idea.
don't, you know that little hole in the middle? They don't make them with a big enough hole in the middle for me. The point of that is you're both experiencing and enjoying some of the natural resources out there. And what brings you together always outweighs what separates you. And I'll be honest, I know our previous producer, Anya, is a good friend of yours. And she and I joked earlier about some of the, philosophical differences we probably had. But what I want to say is for those, who have preconceived notions about other people, or whether they may be a hunter or maybe an angler or a hiker or anything. If you let any of that get in the way of what you're allowing yourself to do, you are going to be shutting off one of the most beautiful, one of the most fantastic, satisfying, pleasing elements of your life if you live in Wisconsin. When God gives you the grace and glory to step out of bed in the morning on your own 2 feet and stand up, you have an unlimited, renewable, perfect resource outside your front door if you live in this state.
Yeah.
And if you aren't using that, I'm not angry with you. I'm not going to
just
force you to. I'm going to say, let me show you why you should. Because the most unbelievable times I've had in my life has been in the outdoors of Wisconsin, hunting, fishing, sitting in a meadow, hiking. Hiking's something I never really was seriously drawn to, but the older I get and the more I do it, the more I love it. You're always going to see something you've never seen before. And I'm going to tell you what, when you fill your lungs with the clean air outdoors in Wisconsin, it changes you fundamentally. So when I met you, I'll be honest. So I guess I did probably have a preconceived notion or two.
All right.
And I would say, okay, here's a woman who may not eat meat. May not eat protein. She may not. She very likely is not a firearm owner or a hunter.
That's true.
Don't know if she fishes. Probably would have thought you didn't fish.
I don't yet.
Not yet.
And so
I love that yet.
So
nice.
When one of the coolest things about being friends with Danielle and Ellie is they're real hunters. They're real outdoorsmen, both of them. And so to be able to have the resource of the three of us to take you or to offer to take you. And I remember I said, and let this be a lesson for everybody listening. Somebody may be curious about it. Don't force them to put a gun in their hand and take a shot. Don't force them to be a hunter. Offer to them to come along.
Absolutely.
Because I know I'm going to enjoy a sunset. And if Jess comes along with us, she's going to enjoy a sunset.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so we're both going to have the vast majority of the things we're looking at and enjoying have nothing to do with hunting,
And
really.
the few times I have told somebody, just come out there and just watch the sunrise or watch the sunset. You don't have to hunt. Like, I won't even hunt. I'll put out decoys.
Yeah.
We can sit there and let nature happen. And they're like, well, I can see the sunset from here. I'm like, no. It's a different
Or the
type
sunrise.
of feeling. Yeah.
Hearing the woods come alive, seeing the fields go to sleep. Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's completely different than seeing it on the lakeside or something like
or
that.
from your couch out the window.
Yes.
Get out of here with that.
Definitely from the
get out.
couch. It's different.
Get out.
Get out of town.
I took the couch out of my house and threw it out.
I put mine
that's nice.
outside.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, no, that's nice. I just have a hammock.
Well, Jess, I love ham hocks.
Me too.
Oh, a ham hock, not ham hocks. Okay, I went to food. Sorry, I went to food.
It's his favorite dish.
Jess, when not only though do I applaud you for not only coming along hunting, you actually got your tag, you got your license, and you hunted, and you were a solid serious hunter. I want you, so Jess went along on a turkey hunt with us. I want you to take us through what went through your mind and how that developed for you in the decision to do that, and actually on the day that we took you hunting.
So I actually wrestled with it for a little bit, because one of the things that you just said was one of your preconceived notions, or one of your early notions of me looking at me was, this might be a woman who doesn't eat meat. And I don't eat a lot of red meat specifically. And I've tried to cut down actually on some of my meat consumption. And part of that is my, growing and understanding how the meat industry in this country especially works, and wanting to distance myself from that. And understanding, as I have learned through working with you on this show, just how different it really is to hunt a creature that has lived its entire life free.
Right.
And so I was wrestling between, do I have it in me to take a life?
That's a big responsibility.
That's a big responsibility. And
I cried my first
I'll get
time.
into this. The reason why I'm leaving is so that I can pursue medicine. So I'm trying to go into a profession of saving lives and preserving life. And I was weighing the decision of taking a life. And actually for a couple days before I went out hunting with you, I was going back and forth of, should I actually try to shoot something, or should I just go along and watch a sunset?
Sure.
Should I actually pick up a gun and prepare to shoot, or should I just observe? And I wasn't sure until I was out with you, and until the birds actually were approaching us.
You were ready.
And I was ready. I felt ready. And so I asked if I could hold the gun and get ready for a bird to approach. And, as it turned out, they just sort of meandered towards us and never got within shooting range until the day closed. But I was ready. I felt ready to do that because you had inundated me in a good way with information about what I was doing, and I was prepared, and I felt comfortable, and I felt safe in order to take that next step of understanding that, yes, I would be making a choice to end a creature's life, but you had showed me how to do it in such a way that the animal would never know. They would simply stop.
Right.
And I do eat meat. So it would be an act of ownership to say, okay, I am going to make this choice very actively to take it upon myself with the full understanding of what it all is. And I feel ready for it.
Right. And I will say it like I truly believe it. Nature's grocery store is the most ethical grocery store you can go to, because you have to see it through all the way, and you understand the gravity of what you're doing, and you understand the work it takes to take something from the field to the table. So that story warms my heart, because it was really a great hunt. And I want to tell you, even though you didn't get a shot at that point, and you probably will, you are just as much of a hunter as Chad Belding, as Jim Shockey, as Ava Shockey, because you hunted that day and you were ready to do it. This is Raised in Wisco.
You're listening to Civic Media. Find the latest news, information, and archives of all your favorite shows on the Civic Media website, civicmedia.us.
Hey, this is Raised in Wisco. You can hear us on all the Civic Media stations throughout Wisconsin, Saturdays at 11 o'clock. And after that, you can hear the podcast on so many places, including Spotify, Apple Music, and
Sound more excited than that. It's so exciting.
I'm struggling because I always have to remember where you can hear it the other places.
That's why you just throw it to Danielle.
To Danielle,
Spotify,
yes.
Apple,
Listen to the show. If you don't
civic.us.
hear us at 11 o'clock on Saturdays, look look it up, listen to the podcast. I promise you, if you're in a bad mood, you will be in a good mood after you listen to the show.
absolutely.
We laugh our asses off. We talk about Wisconsin's outdoors. We talk about food. Today is very bittersweet, though.
It is.
Producer Jess has her swan song producing Raised in Wisco today, where she is going to be moving on. And of course, we wish her a sincere and heartfelt future as she pursues the field of medicine. And that just doesn't surprise me whatsoever. She's going to spend the rest of her life trying to make other lives better. And that doesn't surprise me. We talked quite a bit about how we took Jess on her first hunting experience and kind of what that meant to her and how that developed. And I'm going to ask you, Jess, what are some of your more memorable moments with the show or with us that we've had in the last year?
Ooh, okay. Definitely the food.
Ah.
Every time that
makes
you
me
walked
happy.
into the studio and brought me something absolutely delicious. Top moments. Top moments.
Top food moments.
Top food moments.
I think that everything
the best.
I do
Dog
in
food, like,
life,
this is a
everything
great
I
show.
write, everything I do has to somehow surrounded by food or has food involved with it. Everything I love in life has to do with food. In fact, I'd go so far as to say I enjoy the preparation of wild game more than the hunt half the time. I really do. I
Okay,
really
so
do.
food, definitely top moments.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, whenever Bandit is here,
Well, sure.
I mean,
sure.
he's bestest boy.
He had to come and say goodbye to you.
Yeah. He even brought me a balloon, even though the
It
bush
popped.
it.
I was like, really? And I just kept walking. This is fun. Just kept walking.
He looks cute with this little deflated
And
balloon.
you know what? Every time you have had a guest on who has showed me something amazing that this state offers,
Right.
whether
Yeah.
it's a chartered fishing trip on Lake Michigan or it's something that the DNR does or an incredible taxidermist who, you know,
Right?
Yes.
does
Taxidermied
incredible work.
Samson.
Right. So definitely top moments there. And then every single dad joke.
Oh,
Every
she
single
loves
one.
the dad
I
jokes.
legitimately kept tally marks on my notes that I keep during the shows of
I love that.
That's awesome.
dad jokes.
That is awesome. You know what?
And she
love
ran out of
that.
paper.
I love recording memorable moments and micro adventures in life and things that are important as we move through this life. I think make a record of it because I tell people all the time, life is not about things. It's about experiences, and you will never be on your deathbed and say, I'm glad I didn't do it. In fact, I have to give a shout out to your mom, Danielle.
My mom?
Your mom, Vicky Temple. What a sweetheart. I mean, she made us
And those are the
pot
cutest.
holders
They're
that
so
say
cute.
raised in Wisco. Joel, Danielle, Ellie, you don't have to be crazy to hunt with us. We can teach you.
She knows.
Thank
she
you,
gets us.
Vicky. We
She
love them.
gets us, and that is what the show is about. We're a little bit crazy. We're a little bit rock and roll. There's no doubt about it. We love to laugh, and we do love to eat. So I would be remiss if we did not talk about food on the show. We give you a weekly recipe with our certified French chef, Ellie Lawton. But today we're going to start with producer Jess and her Swan Song show. Talk to us about something you like to make, Jess.
So because I am me, I'm going to bring a vegetarian meal to the cooking segment.
Okay,
Good, I
that's
love
fine.
that.
Listen, I had your chili and it was phenomenal.
Not vegetarian,
Oh.
but turkey in it.
No wonder it was so good.
I know,
I'm
right?
just kidding.
Hey, Jess, I don't know if he ever told you this. I'm going to lay it out there. He was supposed to give me some of that, and he ate it all. So I actually never got to try
Why are
it.
you throwing me under the bus?
See,
She
I know
had
that
to
I gave,
know.
You
I
sent
know
me
that I
home
gave
with
him a
some
container for
Yeah,
her.
so I ate it the first night and I added sour cream and onions and cheese to it. And then
good.
the next day I made hot dogs and I made chili dogs. with it.
With my
Well, you
chili.
did send me
With
pictures
Ellie's
of that.
chili.
With my chili.
And it was the
I'm
best wiener
sorry.
on my screen all week.
Danielle is losing her mind right now because someone made a blue joke that was more than Danielle.
Okay, Okay, so
All right, so
anyway,
tell us
true
about
chef
your
fashion.
recipe.
Let's get this
Oh,
back
I
on
have
track.
questions about what she just said.
No, we're moving on, Danielle.
Moving on, Danielle.
Jess, give us a recipe you love
this is
to
a
make.
quick vegetarian recipe that I like to make. It is a black bean and red onion taco.
Ooh,
Now you can actually use
yum.
any kind of like beans that cook down, whatever you want, pinto or black beans
Yum. Or all of them
kidney
mixed
beans
together.
or any beans, whatever you
Yeah, I
want.
love it.
But I start with like one big old red onion, slice it up real
Yum.
fine, cook it down in some olive oil and for like 5 to 6 minutes, and then add in the beans with a whole bunch of seasonings, some Dijon mustard.
Ooh,
I
like it.
and you just let it cook until it smells like heaven. And
gosh.
then put them in some corn taco shells that you toast over a fire and add some quick pickled red onions.
Ooh, I
So
mean,
we're
I
adding
know.
more onions
There
to
it
it.
is.
Yes.
Absolutely more
That
onions
is so
to
my
it.
jam. Oh,
And then, I don't know, make some guac on the side or something, quick pico, and there's dinner.
that sounds
That sounds
delicious.
fantastic to me. And
Yum.
you could literally add Wisconsin ramps, which is like a,
Oh, yes,
a type
ramps.
of onion. You
Yep.
could add ramps to
can
that.
add
Am I the only
morels,
one that
sauteed
has no idea
morels.
what that is?
A ramp.
Okay, I'll show
it's,
you.
It's kind of like a chive, really.
Oh,
and they
that's fun.
grow wild,
Like a chivy
on
onion.
the side of the road.
Oh.
It's
Yeah.
they're they got like a spicy little onion taste to them, and that's no chive.
Oh,
Jess,
Jess.
Jess, your
I-
last tally
I
mark.
couldn't help it. You know what? Having you along means a great deal to us. Danielle Fairman at my side, Ellie Lawton, the chef of the show. I'm Joel Clayfish. We've had Jess with us, Jess Plotkinsell, who's going on to do great things.
She
And we
is.
can't thank you enough. I want to wrap up by saying that we would not have been raised in Wisco if it weren't for you.
Yes.
We would have not had the fun that we've had if it weren't for you. We are sad but excited and proud of you for your next chapter. Folks, thank you so much for listening. We promise we will do our very best to help you enjoy this amazing state and the resources it has. I'm Joel Clayfish. Can't wait to have you along next week. This is Raised in Wisco.
The national news cycle never stops, but it can be hard to find news about your local community. Civic Media is dedicated to providing quality local and state news coverage across Wisconsin. With the Civic Media app, you can get notifications about local stories that matter to you and your community. Find the free Civic Media app in your phone's app store and choose notifications from the menu to tell us what kind of news you want to hear about.